down. We only have a couple of minutes, around a minute, but I want to ask both of you, and I'll chime in last. But start with Joe. What are the Yankees going to do to fix this situation? Who are they going to? How are they going to replace? Uh, how are they going to replace? What's his name? Garrett Cole.
Well, they're not. I mean, how can you replace,
You can't, but what
one
do you
year
think?
away from a Cy Young winner? No, they can't. And, they can't even replace Heel. I mean, they're going to move guys up. I mean, who'd have thought Stroman, who was basically a number 7 pitcher on starting pitcher, now he's
Number 4.
he's,
Number 4.
He's 4, and he could be 3. See what Rodon does.
Yeah, well, I'm very nervous about Rodon. I've been wherever his whole.
I mean, he might be 3rd. Think about it.
Yeah.
You got
So
Freed,
you
got Rodon, and you got Stroman. Stroman's 3, not 4. He's 3.
No, it's 4. No, you've got to put Schmidt ahead of him because he was in the rotation before Stroman.
When is Schmidt thrown?
He hasn't thrown anything yet, but he's back throwing. Good point.
So, yeah, I mean, he hasn't thrown yet.
And then Will Warren is 10-point whatever ERA from last year.
Spring training's gonna be over in 2 weeks, and he's got to get built up.
Yeah.
Let me throw this guy out at you. You remember King? He was like the 7th, 8th inning pitcher.
Right.
And and after his like 2nd, 3rd year, they said, let's stretch him out and make him a starter. And near the end of
he got hurt.
They made him a starter.
And he got hurt.
Think? The
year before.
Yeah. Well, he broke his elbow. Yeah, that's
the year
true.
before.
Yeah,
right. Before.
But then he came back and they put him in the bullpen and then stretched him out again. Okay, so I mean he's gone with in San Diego, but I'm wondering if they really get into a bind. I wonder if they might do that with Weaver. I mean, Weaver was a starter.
Please no.
I know. No, I'm not. I'm just wondering what they're going to do. I wouldn't do it because, I mean, he's 7th, 8th inning guy. He's set up. But if they really get into a bind, they don't have anybody. If Warren doesn't pan out.
And so they got Carlos Carrasco
and Winans. We got Winans, yeah.
Winans with his 15 ERA lifetime, and Carlos Carrasco, who is only a year younger than you. But Adam shot down my idea.
Not anymore. I'm changing.
Okay, so my idea is this, and I wouldn't do it right away, by the way, because I would wait to make him pitch in a few games. Yeah. But Alcantara's the guy. And if you're the Yankees and you get Alcantara for, let's say they make a trade in June, not waiting to the deadline. Alcantara comes back. He's a horse. He threw all those innings, blah, blah, blah. One of the best pitchers in baseball. He's coming off of Tommy John. Let him prove that he's healthy. Right? Let him get through May or even the beginning of June before the trade deadline and go to the Marlins, who are going to dump everybody because that's what they do, and say, we'll give you 2 top 100 prospects in Jones and Lombard. We'll give you 2 other lower level prospects that are not not the next up behind Jones or the next up behind Lombard. And, maybe you throw in, now Adam's not going to like this, you throw in a borderline player like a Rice or a Peraza or a Pereira. So they get a major league level player. Not that Jones wouldn't be right up for them anyhow. And you say, here we go. We have 4 or 5 guys. And then maybe you throw in a bullpen piece. Not one of your better not your big 3 of Cruz, Weaver, and Williams. And you say, we want Alcantara. It's the type of deal that the Marlins make all the time. You're giving them some major league ready prospects in Jones and potentially Lombard, a major league guy who never had a shot perhaps in a Peraza or a Pereira, assuming Dominguez works out, and some low level prospects that you have no idea what they're going to do. It's a type of trade that the Marlins would go for. Now, I don't think the Yankees can compete with Baltimore. I don't think they can compete with the Red Sox with their minor league system. They can't compete with the Tigers minor league system. And God knows, Dodgers always figure out a way as well. They can't compete with the Padres minor league system right now either. There's a lot of teams with really good minor league systems. And just today they were talking about the Reds being a big sleeper in the Alcantara deal because they have a bunch of stud minor leaguers.
I'll tell you why they're not going to do it, and they won't do it for a while. If they do decide to do it, it'll be too late. because the Yankees now are very nervous about these injuries, and they're not 100% certain that is it Alcantara? Is it Alcantara?
Alcantara.
How Alcantara is going to come back from this? He's coming back from Tommy John. There's the possibility he's not going to be the same. They're going to want to see him 100%.
Well, that's why I said you wait till June.
They're going to wait till June, but knowing the Yankees, it'll be too late. Someone else will take the risk because they have the studs to give up, and the Yankees don't have it. So the Yankees are going to give these guys. They aren't going to give up their entire farm system, and they're probably their third backup, their third catcher, their backup first baseman, and probable DH. I still think, for a guy who may not have 95 left in his arm. So
well, that's why
Is he
you wait till
controllable?
June.
Is he controllable next year as well?
2 more years after this season. So
Because
it's 3 total. Right now, it's 3 total. If he were to get traded today,
yeah, he's going to go to somebody else. He's worth it, but he's not. The Yankees will not do it because they're not going to take a risk on it. They're going to want to see it. They're not going to bring another guy at that level, give up so much for somebody who may not have it. So someone else will come in and do it. I'm thinking though more. I'm beginning to think more like you. I would personally rather, until yesterday, I was thinking I'd like them to fortify their bullpen a little bit more because I think it's very strong. Because I do think that they're looking at a 4-inning team now. They're a 4-inning, 5-inning team. Just get them out there, keep them in the ball game, and put in an absolute, shotgun back end or a complete shotgun, bullpen. Nothing gets past any of these guys.
So you're looking at a situation where you want it to be Nelson, Stanton, Rivera to Wetland.
Well, I mean, I'm happy with what they have right now in the 8th and 9th. I'm wondering more about the 6th and 7th.
Well,
I'd like to see
Cruz is crucial.
if Cruz can do well. If Cruz steps up, then Joe, your idea suddenly becomes a possibility. The idea of Weaver then becoming a starter could happen because they'll have somebody to replace a late inning guy. But I don't see it. I think they're going to make a trade. I wouldn't be surprised. Are they going to bring in somebody? I'd love them to bring in my Robertson, but not
I wanted
not on
Robertson
10
at the
million.
beginning of the offseason. I liked Robertson coming in,
But not on 10 million. Bring him in for 2 million with an incentive, and see if he can help them. But I'd like to see that. But I'm beginning to think more likely they're not going to do that, or they will, but they're going to do something else. Maybe they're looking at Preller out in San Diego. They have a lot of problems out there.
Well, they're trying to dump either Cease or King.
Now King would be great. Could they bring King back?
Well, they already said today that they don't want to trade him, and he's making $15 million. I just want to make one point. I think Hal is going to go way over the 301, wherever it is right now, 305. He's going to go way over it. Yeah. A lot of people don't seem to understand that. I mean, I know you guys do, but they're in that mid salary range from 241 to 301. It's 95% of the salary that they pay in taxes.
So they're already getting killed, you're saying?
Right. Yeah. So from after 101, it's 110. So it's a difference of 15%.
No, isn't it 150 or something? I don't remember.
No, it's 110%. Yeah. So it's a matter of 15% between 95% that they're paying from 291 to 301.
Yeah. So they're already doing it.
241. I'm sorry, 241 to 301. Okay, they're paying 95%.
Well, you're saying in for $1, in for a pound, or in for a penny, in for a pound.
I think he's going to go, and Kay has said this last couple of weeks. He says, what the hell, why don't they go to 340? Go up where the Dodgers are. So I think he's going to, it may be a Cease thing. It may be something big that he's going to do.
Maybe Cease is not that expensive, but he's only a 1-year rental.
Yeah.
And he's also a guy who has trouble throwing strikes.
They need somebody.
He's also a guy that
they need somebody this year for sure.
I know. And Cease is the type of guy the Yankees have had success with. These hard throwing guys who have some control issues. So
we'll see I think it could happen. Listen, I agree with you. I think he's going to have to make some moves because listen, they've got a lot of season ticket holders. They've got a lot of people. They're going to be.
The money's already in the pockets.
Yeah, but they're going to piss a lot of people off, and they really got to do something. They're going to have to fix the
You
problem.
lemmings show up to every game. Me and Austin just watching
I
TV.
don't know. I'm like Kramer. I'm
Did
like
you really
Norma
pay
Ray out there.
$400 for opening day tickets this
Yeah,
year?
well, it was a gift. I had to do it. My son, it was a present. We were all excited. We love going to opening day, so it's special. But
Oh,
we
I love
won't
going
go
to opening
again.
day also, but I wouldn't do it for that money.
We'll go to
Although you guys are
opening
making me
day.
feel better about the golf club I just bought to replace my driver. So
We won't go to opening day. We won't go again until mid. We'll go to one of those $10 a night games, and
I
we
think you should
sneak
go to
down.
Old Timers Day just to listen to the conversations.
Yeah. I love when they're sitting there. So, how do you feel about being a 1996 Yankee? It was great.
As long as Johnny Damon shows up drunk, I want to see that again.
I love that. I love it. All right, boys. It was
All
great.
right.
Joe, thank you. That was so
Austin,
nice.
thanks for the medical insights. And look,
That was
for,
fun.
for those of you who are watching live, which is all maybe one of you, thank you. And remember, all of our shows, past, present, and future, are on our YouTube page at Yankees Coast to Coast.
And do us a favor. When you're there, would you subscribe? It will help us to know if we're doing a good job. So,
do you really care? Are you having fun?
No, not really.
Fun?
But
all the message is if you're having fun.
We just want you to enjoy yourselves. All right, Joe. We'll see you again real soon. Okay.
All right.
Thank you, buddy.
Take it easy, guys.
All right. Thanks again.
Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.